We're taking the cruise here at Tobermory. You see the lighthouse over here? We're gonna go to the Flowerpot Island, which is on the other side, down there. And I'm gonna go swimming too. Pretty straightforward to get here. At these cruises. It's called Bruce Anchor Cruises. Bruce Anchor Cruises. And then we're just gonna board a cruise and go to Flowerpot, go swimming and enjoy it. Very beautiful day out here. And that's how it looks like coming down from there to the bottom. It's a wonderful view. Just leaving the Bruce Anchor Cruises port here. Tobermory. Yeah. Very nice. So is the Flowerpot Island, is it connected to a larger island or is it standing alone in the water?
No, it's just one island.
It's one island.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And the glass bottom, is it throughout or which side of the...
It's just right down the stairs.
Oh, okay, it's in the center.
Yeah, in the center, yeah.
And the shipwrecks that they'll be showing, is it like somewhere now or later?
No, it's all the way at the end of the harbor. Yeah.
Very nice. What do you think?
Yeah.
Oh. So it's going into a bay over there and turning around?
Yeah.
Okay.
Вот хороший вид.
Alrighty, everyone, just in one moment here, we will be seeing our first shipwreck. So you can look off into the side or into the glass bottom downstairs, but upstairs in a good view. So the first one we're seeing today is the Sweepstake. It was built in Burlington, Ontario in 1867. This was a 118 feet long boat with the front of it the harbor. So in 1885, they started the shoreline of Flowerpot Island during a huge storm and started wheeling in a lot of water. After they wheeled out all the water,
Oh, wow.
they came back to the shoreline over
Look
here.
at that shipwreck.
It was too expensive for them to repair it. So they just threw it aside here with that blue
And as at the bottom, there's a shipwreck here. Shipwreck
the shoreline right there.
at the bottom here.
Grand Rapids. It was built in Grand Haven, Michigan in 1879. That boat's 122 feet long boat. It was a double-decker steamer that would carry cargo and
Look at that.
throughout the Great Lakes, kind of just like the Tucumon. So in 1907,
Look at the size of
that
it,
boat was
shipwreck.
briefly caught on fire in Little Cup Harbor.
And there's another shipwreck right there at the side. It's down there. So part of this tour, you get to see shipwrecks.
Yes.
And that's a bay. We're just gonna make a U-turn back to the Flowerpot Island. Some more stunning views out here in Tobermory. And again, a shipwreck right here. Wow.
It's just a street. So you just go out of the harbor and then go to the flower pot. You go around the entire island, and then you get dropped.
And we're going back to Flowerpot Island. We're just going back towards the Flowerpot Island, and the lighthouse is gonna start right there. There it is. Ah, it's a well-maintained lighthouse. Look at that. I bet it's so needed here.
Well, we saw the shipwrecks, so
Yeah.
that answers the question.
Exactly.
Yeah, so you just
Look at that.
However, it doesn't end at that end, so you just go on
It's
circle.
very nice outside.
Those are the only two that you can see visible by. There's 22 and the fountain 5. Those are the only two that you can see. The other 20 are about 100. So you can't see them unless you're just going back. Or like pretty much hitting the shoreline at the end.
Ah.
Because they're all pretty. Back to the day.
Oh, look, there's people hanging out by there. Good idea. And there is the lighthouse.
So we just see the island straight ahead of us right there. That's Flowerpot, that's Smart. To go around it, and then if you're a drop-off passenger, you'll get it. The one that's just straight to I see it.
Stay down there, because I'm not going to listen to you say, it's full. I'll watch that.
I really don't really say much. I just people look and they walk back downstairs.
Look at that. Look at that opening over there.
First time on here, by the time you got to the middle aisle, you're pretty sick.
So far down there is Mackinac Island. And this is Georgian Bay to the right. It's actually a steep part of Lake Huron, Georgian Bay. Look how deep the water is. I would enjoy swimming in this. Oh, picking up speed. The breeze is so nice. And look at that. Wow. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit to these islands. Just so we can have a better look.
So, yeah, it's
And this is how it looks like on the other side. Over there is Georgian Bay.
It's
Largest.
the first of 6 imperial stone towers built, and unlike any other lighthouse in the park, it maintains a light, a foghorn, and a radio beacon. The magnification
That
of
lighthouse
that light
over there.
can be seen for up to 15 miles. Cove Island
One
is
of the biggest
largest
lighthouses.
island in Fathom 5 National Marine Park,
And that's
with an
Cove
area of
Island right
approximately
there.
2,000 acres. It is home to an inland lake with a fish population that supports a colony of black bears.
Oh,
Cove Island Lighthouse was the last manned light station in the park, with someone staying at the facility until 1991. The island just ahead of it is called Echo Island. Echo Island is named such because of all the caves on the north side of the island. Back in the 18 and early 1900s, in days of poor visibility, ship captains would sound their alarm bells or their foghorns and listen for the echo off of the island. They would use
wow.
that as a sort of echolocation system to determine their approximate location from Echo Island and thus from Tobermory itself.
This is just on the other side.
The islands in the park
This is
are
Flowerpot.
protected nature reserves and are part of the UNESCO World Biosphere. Flowerpot Island has an area of approximately 500 acres, has 4 kilometers of hiking trails, and 6 backcountry campsites. The backcountry campsite means that there is no running water, no electricity, and campfires are not allowed on the island.
Oh,
Wildlife on the island includes snakes, spiders, squirrels, rabbits, and otters. You may see the occasional bald or golden eagle flying around, as they have been known to visit the area. Fathom 5 National Park is also part of the Dark Sky Preserve, with some of the darkest skies anywhere in North America.
oh. This is Flowerpot Island.
Sorry.
1969, 67, the old tower was decommissioned and replaced with the steel tower that you see today. On the beach, you'll see 3 buildings. These would have been the lightkeepers' homes. Lightkeepers would have stayed on the island for a full season, which ran from April until December. Donald Smith was the first lightkeeper to stay on the island. they were paid $300 a season. The middle house would have been the lightkeeper's house. The two-story house on the right would have been the assistant lightkeeper's home. And the smaller building near the water would have been the boathouse and workshop. The last lightkeeper was removed from the island in 1987. The buildings were left abandoned. 1996, a group of volunteers called the Friends of Fathom 5 came back to the island and began restoring all of the buildings to the condition that they are in today. And they have converted the assistant lightkeeper's house into a small museum. Up on the cliff face, you'll see one of the 210 documented caves on the island. About 12,000 years ago, the glacial Lake Algonquin covered the island. As the glacier receded, the aggressive weather and pounding waves from Georgian Bay bore away at the rock face, leaving those caves. As we come around the corner, you're going to see why Flowerpot Island gets its name. This is the large flower pot.
There it is.
The two we will be doing
Flower
today.
pot. Flower pot.
Flower pots, what we call them flower pots, are actually known as sea stacks. They're a naturally occurring phenomenon where the aggressive weather from Georgian Bay will wash away the weaker limestone, leaving the stronger dolomite in its place, forming these sea stacks or these flower pots.
Мы не будем менять детали там и не будем продавать камни.
Hold it up for me. Hold it up, bring it up. That's the flower pot right there. One of them though. There's another one to the left. As you can see. This one here, I thought it'd be higher, but it's pretty high. I wouldn't climb that, but there it is. Wow. Stunning.
There's probably just campers out on the island.
Whoa.
So on the other side too.
So as we sail past the larger of the flower pots, I'd like to direct your attention to the upper right corner. You're going to start to see the silhouette of a man's face. You should be able to start making out the eyes, the nose, and the mouth. This is our very, very dear friend, the old man of Flowerpot Island.
Mm-hmm. So there are two in total. There's one right there. That's the flower pot. And the second one is on the other side, over there to the left. It's much lower, as you can see. And we don't climb them, we just...
But if you look up the shoreline towards the smaller of the two flower pots, and then towards the cliff face itself, you see that they appeared that they could have once fit together. It is believed that this was once the entrance to a cave, but as erosion wore down the ceiling of the cave, it collapsed, leaving the small flower pot in its place.
And there you go. That's the other one right there. Just stunning. The backdrop is just beautiful.
As you've been sailing along the island, you may have noticed
Getting hot outside.
orange substance on the side of some of the rocks. This is a naturally occurring organism. It's called elegant sunburst lichen. As it decays and decomposes over many years, it actually forms a layer of soil, allowing the cedar trees to grow right out of the rock face. Some of the trees on Flowerpot Island are estimated to be about 800 years old.
Wow.
All right, folks, so we are approaching the Flowerpot Island dock. At this time, we would like to ask all passengers to please take their seats and to remain seated until the vessel has been secured to the dock and a member of the crew has indicated that it is safe to begin moving around the vessel.
So we're gonna go down Flowerpot Island. It's down that direction here to the lighthouse. I'm really excited to check out what's going on. I'm gonna uh, perhaps swim and see how the water. Apparently, water is really nice and warm. It's really nice time of year here. We're still in summer, probably around like 22, 23. So I'm really enjoying it out here. So as you can see here, it's the path. So we're gonna go down that way, and so come follow me. Join me, guys. So just down this way, and the path starts just about that way. We're gonna go to the other side and check it out. So now we're just walking down the boardwalk towards the lighthouse, Flowerpot Island, and yeah, it's very nice. The water is very fresh, and apparently there's no fishes, not much fishes or bears here. I asked the part of the crew members there about this, and they said that not much wildlife in terms of bears and mooses, and not large animals, but smaller ones are here. Birds, even eagles. Said the bald eagle is here. That's pretty cool. The water is swimmable. It's just that it's not sand. It's mostly rock, as you can see. But I like both. I don't really have a preference in this kind, but maybe you do. So just keep that in mind that it's not sand beach, but that's fine too. Look at that. The waves are very calm. Such a beautiful day out. So we're just walking down towards the flower pots. We were at that boardwalk. Now we're just more internal trail going towards there. It's magnificent. So nice. Like, look at that nature. So calming. Not much wind. And you know, the heat, it's nice. It's not too much. I wouldn't say it's more than plus 24. So about a click that way is towards the flower pots. A bit more than that from the dock for you to walk there. And I would just suggest enjoy the views and take breaks. There are benches and tables that you can just sit down and take a breather. There's no rush. I wouldn't rush this beautiful place. Plus coming out here, you know, you gotta get out here. Once you're here, enjoy. We're just continuing to the lighthouse. And it's just another view out here. Look at that. Mm-hmm. But that's not the one that we took.
No, it's a company.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Wait, these are loose, right? Yeah, see?
Yeah.
These are really loose.
Wow, what a magnificent path. Let's continue our walk towards the lighthouse and see what's there. It's just down this way. I'm really liking the shade. It's nice and cool here. It's getting hotter actually as the day progresses. I'd say even hotter than 24 now. So yeah, it'll be good in the shade right now. When you come out here, make sure to bring a hat, sunglasses, water. Just be prepared well to enjoy it. It is quite a big island. Like I mentioned, it's more than a click just to get to the flower pots, and then a little more is the lighthouse. We're gonna go there right now and check it out and see the views there. So come join me and let's keep on going. So that's the smaller flower pot island. I'm in between the two, the smaller one, and that's the big one. I'm gonna head over there soon. Right now I'm just enjoying it. Just a quick mention, it is slippery. These stones, they get quite slippery, so yeah, just be careful when you're walking around here. The water, I'll dip my feet in it maybe, but at the bottom, okay, as I can see from here, it's quite rocky. So if that's not your thing, I won't go into it. And looks like there was a little bit of rocks here. Down there, there's more. But yeah, it's really nice. Now it's really getting hot outside. I'm really enjoying it. It's like, yeah, coming closer to plus 30, I'd say. But yeah, that's the bigger flower pot right there. Yeah, and over here I'm closer to the Flowerpot Island, and the other cruise is coming to the port. They're just checking out the two flower pots, and yeah, it looks great. I just yeah, I'm gonna check it out. I'm just gonna move along. And there's a man swimming there. And the water is quite cold, but hey, it's worth it. And that's the other flower pot, this the lower one. I was just there. I'm just standing in the middle between the two. These are the two flower pots, part of the flower pot island. They're standing. There are a few other ones that's eroded or fell apart, but these are the ones that are here, which is very interesting. I'm gonna hang out here a bit longer actually and just chill. That's it's just so stunning. So just take it easy. It's very laid back. On the island itself, it's not inhabited, so there are no stores or anything like that. Man, not needed. There are washrooms at the port itself. That's about it, and trails leading throughout the island. The Flowerpot Island is quite a walk above from the port. I would say what the flower pots are above 400 meters. So yeah, you'll have to trek down a little bit. It's good exercise, and then you can keep on going. The island is actually quite big, and there's a lot to do here. So yeah, come check it out. So we made it. Here we have the Flower Pot Island. It's part of a bigger island. This is the Flower Pot. It was quite a trek here, about 400 meters or so. Once we made it, it was amazing. The whole path is just so nice. We're gonna keep on going to the lighthouse, but just want to show you guys how the flower pot looks like. Look at that. It remained the same. It looked just about as much as what you see it, for the hundreds of years. When the glaciers went away and eroded, and then now it looks like this. Some trees and branches that are over there grew on it, but generally speaking, this is how it has been looking like. So here it is. Very exciting. I'm glad to be here. Very nice day out. We're gonna continue our hike for another 800 meters or so to the lighthouse and check that out too. But yeah, this is great. I definitely recommend coming here. So I made it to the other side of Flowerpot Island, and this is how it looks like here. And that's the Georgian Bay area, and we took the boat coming here, and the port is on the other side. And I definitely recommend just coming over here and finishing it off. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And this is it. And over here we have the museum area. This is the museum where the lighthouse keeper used to stay with his family. So perfect. I'm gonna go and swim now in this really pristine water. And stay tuned for more videos like this. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe, press like, and comment below. Thanks.